Check out today's piece of OtakuDaiKun fan art. It's me dressed as a male variant of Rin Tosaka's outfit. I always did love her shirt, and so this looks really cozy. Thank you so much, Phi Mist. Oh, and you can check out her DeviantArt account, linked in the description below. Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun. The channel has hit 80,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much. Now to celebrate, we're going to be doing some fate cooking. I gave you guys the opportunity to choose between 3 different recipes. 1, Saber's chocolate cookies. 2, Sakura's chocolate tart. And 3, Rin's chocolate pudding. And those results are clear. Saber's chocolate cookies. We're gonna be making them for you, including the instructions that we have, and hopefully we do okay. For this recipe, you're going to need at least 3 mixing bowls, as we'll be making 3 different kinds of dough, as well as 2 baking trays. As for ingredients, you'll need unbleached flour, unsalted butter, confectioners aka powdered sugar, salt, eggs, vanilla oil, or in our case vanilla extract, cocoa powder, some granulated sugar, diced almonds, and of course a bar of milk chocolate. Gotta dress for the occasion. Just like in the game, we've got to gather all our tools. It helps to not be a slob.
So, in the random assortment of things we found around the kitchen, we have sifter, important for sifting flours and cocos. We have whisk. Then we have the knife, scary sharpened, freshly sharpened knife. Then we have a paddle, not what you think it is.
Paddle-doo, paddle-doo.
Clangy measuring cups, and another paddle.
We'll start off toasting the almonds. Preheat the oven to 160 degrees Celsius or 320 Fahrenheit. The recipe only calls for 20 grams or 0.7 ounces of the almonds, but we roasted the whole pack and saved the excess.
Go. When you put things into the oven, be sure you do not touch the edge.
Wow, baby.
Like I just did.
Let that cook for about 5 to 10 minutes before removing. These will go in our cocoa dough.
Yummy toasted almonds.
Next, let's chop the chocolate. One of the few things they let you do in the game.
I have all of our chocolate.
Except for one piece. Get it!
Which I'm, of course, going to eat, because why not?
On to the doughs. We'll start with 70 grams, or about 2.5 ounces of room temp butter. Ours came out of the fridge and needed some microwaving.
So now, we're going to take this buddy, and we're going to pop it in the microwave for no more than 15 seconds. Or else they're going to go...
This is not on the recipe.
No.
This is just to soften up the butter a little more.
Uh-huh. So that's perfect. If you can make a little indent, you're fine.
Beat the butter till soft. Add just a pinch of salt. Then add 60 grams or 2.1 ounces of your powdered sugar. Beat that until it's light in color, and then prepare 1 egg yolk and your vanilla.
And there we go. And we're going to extract just the egg yolk. So you're gonna toss it back and forth between the two halves. Get all that yummy egg whites. Vanilla extract is not the same thing as vanilla oil. Oil is more potent, vanilla extract is more watered down. So instead of 2 or 3 drops, we're gonna do 2 teaspoons. And that should be a nice, accurate estimate here. Let's do 1 and 2.
With the vanilla added, mix in your egg yolk and stir until it's all mixed together. Once you have your mixture, put it into a separate bowl, and then prepare 2 more batters with the exact same ingredients. With all 3 batters separated, we can start adding their different ingredients. For the plain dough, you're going to sift in 150 grams or 5.3 ounces of flour, and then mix it all together.
So the directions say there's 2 different ways you can mix it. If you want to slice it like I'm doing right now, you'll have fluffier cookies. And if you squish it like that, then you'll have thicker and heavier cookies.
We chose to knead it for a firmer dough. This will take a while. The cocoa dough only uses 130 grams or 4.6 ounces of flour, with the other 20 grams or 0.7 ounces being cocoa powder. Oh, and don't forget to add the almonds. Again, mix that all up into a second dough ball. Saber makes it look so easy. Our third dough has us back to adding 150 grams or 5.3 ounces of flour alongside our diced chocolate pieces. Mix that together and you'll wind up with 3 separate dough balls, which will be used to make 3 different kinds of cookies. Take your chocolate chip dough and roll it into a cylindrical log. We found it helpful to roll in plastic wrap as it'll be sitting in the fridge for a while.
Like a banana. Like a banana.
Or a sausage.
Or a sausage, yeah.
For the chocolate almond cookies, you'll need to chop off a piece of your cocoa dough to roll into its own cylindrical log. Making these logs was the most challenging part of this recipe, as the dough is very delicate and can easily break apart. Take your time and be gentle. The final cookie is a checkered pattern made from your remaining cocoa dough and plain dough. Stack 4 smaller square logs to form one multicolored log. If you use the game's recipe, you'll wind up with extra plain dough, since the square cookies are equal parts cocoa and plain. Feel free to make an extra log of your plain dough so you don't waste anything.
It looks pretty damn good to me, actually. Especially when you cut it, 'cause those end pieces aren't going to look as good as the inner pieces.
Correct.
Now it's time to take a break and let all your logs sit in the refrigerator for 1 hour. This cooling time makes the logs way easier to cut. When that's done, take them out and slice them into 8 to 10 millimeter slices. It doesn't have to be exact. Then lay these cookies between 2 baking trays covered with parchment paper. Take note that these butter cookies keep their shape, so don't worry about them spreading out while baking. When you're going to cut your cocoa-only log, dust the edges with granulated sugar as needed. We actually forgot to do this altogether. Once all your cookies are spread out on the trays, preheat your oven to 170 degrees Celsius or 338 Fahrenheit and place the trays in the center racks of your oven to bake for 18 minutes.
15 minutes on the clock.
Wait until your own cookies have cooled before trying to plate them, or they might fall apart. Here are the cookies Saber made in the game. Those little line shapes are actually bits of sliced almond, and the real thing looks pretty identical. Wow. These turned out pretty damn nice. I like the appearance. They're not perfectly square. That was a tricky thing that we had going on. Well, let's see how it tastes. It's not too sweet, but it definitely has that nice, rich chocolate flavor mixed with the vanilla. Kick ass. I think that's a success. Oh. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. It was tons of fun to make. Let's look forward to getting this channel to 100,000 subscribers. That's my big goal. If you enjoyed this stuff, the cooking and whatnot, we can definitely do more, but that'll depend on how well this video performs. Give it a like, send it everywhere. Now, on social media, I asked you guys to send me photos of any dishes from the game that you made. Caitlin Peters did a fantastic job baking Sakura's tart using strawberries in place of dried figs. Yum! And until next time, celebrate your fandom. Thanks for watching.
If you enjoy this channel, help us grow by liking, commenting, sharing the video, subscribing to OtakuDaiKun, and
Most of all, smashing that notification bell so you don't miss out on all of our anime discussion, lore, or Let's Play content.
you can support us directly through Patreon, Subscribestar, or our YouTube membership, all of which come with benefits like exclusive vids and early access.
As always,
Celebrate your fandom.